Aaron Baker is an author from Houston, Texas, who's on to talk about his horror book, The Shadow After Sunset. How are you doing today?
Doing great. It's a little early out here in the States, but good.
Now, this book, The Shadow After Sunset, how would you describe it?
So I describe it kind of like your classic haunted house kind of story,
Yeah.
but it has a lot of twists in it that I think people enjoy, and it's more focused on like a relationship dynamic between a husband and a wife who kind of have like a strained marriage, and so that kind of plays a big deal into the horror element of it, and so I think people like that unique kind of twist on it.
Where did that inspiration come from?
The story kind of follows like this haunted mask. And believe it or not, I got the inspiration from playing Skyrim in college,
Mm.
doing like some of the side quests or whatever. Like, I saw one of the masks in there, and it kind of got my brain started thinking about a story surrounding one of those in like the present day, and like
Yeah.
the effects of having something that was like old and ancient be brought into your house and how it might disrupt your life and stuff like that.
Yeah. And what was the writing process like? Did you have to kind of do things to get you in the mindset of writing?
Yeah, so I've actually been trying to write this story since about like 2019,
Mm.
um, and just like could never finish it.
Yeah.
I actually had to move on to a different project and then come back to this one. Once I completed a script I wrote with one of my friends, I found it was a lot easier to actually sit down and finish this one. I ended up finishing it in about 2 months. Just
Yeah.
got to put my nose to the grindstone on it and got it done. So.
So going back and forth from it and it taking a while overall, did you ever feel like giving up completely at any point?
I didn't ever feel like giving up on it because I really did feel like this is a good story idea.
Yeah.
There were certainly times though when I had pushed it kind of like toward the back of my mind, or like, oh, maybe in a few years I'll come back around to it. But it was always something that I definitely wanted to do eventually.
Yeah. Is this the first book that you've ever written?
Yeah, it's the first book I've ever written. I've done short stories and things like that
Mm.
before, but it's the first full novel I've done.
So did you find it maybe quite an enjoyable experience despite the fact that it took a while?
Yeah, I thought it was really fun. It was definitely fulfilling. It was something to keep me occupied. I just moved to Houston
Ah.
after graduating college, and so I was kind of on my own for a couple of months, and it was something that really like added some fun to the day. So
Mm.
I really enjoyed it. It was a positive experience.
Do you think you will release more books after this one?
Definitely, I've actually already started the next two.
Ooh.
Looking for another horror-ish kind of book to come out.
Yeah.
Based on some stuff from my hometown that's like an urban legend
Mm.
locally, and that'll be coming out this December, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then I have another one scheduled for next summer.
Yeah. That's exciting. And are these dates set in stone, or if it does take a while, are you just going to see how it goes?
The first one's pretty set in stone. I'm pretty far along on it already. It's almost finished actually. Then I'm gonna do like the marketing side of it. The
Yeah.
one for next summer is a little more fluid, just because I'm actually getting married in
Okay.
January. So who knows what happens on that front? But they're pretty set in stone. I'm pretty confident I'll have them done by then.
Yes. Julia Baker has a nice ring to it, you said.
Yeah, yeah. That's my fiance. So I proposed to her last month. So
Yeah, that's exciting.
thank you.
The cover of this new book, The Shadow After Sunset, is quite interesting because it's got a kind of mask on it with maybe a couple of black hands. It kind of looks like at the corners. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. So I had someone, one of my more artistic friends, kind of help me put that together, and the mask is the focal point of the book because they bring it into their house, and then they end up getting more than they bargained for with it, and you can kind of see that by the black hands that are on the corners there.
Who did that design?
So the website for that is called Pixelated Peach, and her name is Kimberly. She did a really good job on it, so she really helped me out on that, and then she was really responsive to like all the demands and stuff I had for her. I thought it turned out really nice at the end of the day.
Would you hire her again for the next books?
Definitely, I've actually already started talking to her about the next book. So
That's exciting. Even after those books, do you think you'll keep writing and doing more?
for sure, I have about like 5 or 6 solid ideas right now
Ooh,
that I'm hoping will carry me through the next couple of years while I'm still developing new ones.
yeah.
But I definitely see this as something that'll be like a continuing, lifelong, hopefully,
Yeah.
endeavor.
Where do you think your inspiration comes from? I mean, do all these ideas come naturally, or do you have to think about it and get a whiteboard or something?
So a lot of it actually comes. I visit my family a lot, who
Yeah.
stay about 2 hours away from me, and I have like music that I listen to on the way home, and just like coming up with stories that go with the mood of the song I'm listening to on the way home. just, it fills a lot of time driving home, but it also produces a lot of good ideas, I feel like. So I think that's where a lot of the inspiration comes. It's just my mind kind of coming up with stuff to keep me occupied, and it ends up leading to more developed stories later on.
Yeah. Do you think that when you write future books, it will be quicker to do? Because this one was sort of back and forth. I mean, how's the second one gone? Was that maybe easier than the first time?
Yeah, like I was saying about the script I completed this spring with one of my friends. After I got that done, I found it a lot easier to actually sit down and finish a book.
Yeah.
Prior to, I had not really been able to finish any long work or anything like that. But once like I saw that you could finish it, for some reason it just like removed that block for me, and I've just been able to pretty much speed through anything I wanted to get done.
Is there going to be an audiobook as a part of this book?
I've had a couple people ask me about audiobooks. I'm currently working on getting someone to do the reading for those, and so I'm on the lookout. But yes, hopefully there will be an audiobook in the near future.
Yeah, and I think you can do it where it doesn't actually cost you anything, but the person reading it gets a royalty share or something. But then I suppose that's a sacrifice in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to check into that. I haven't actually seen that.
What's been your favourite part of promoting this book so far?
Really getting my family and friends engaged to do kind of some organic marketing. And then also kind of, I started a TikTok account that I've been kind of like posting cryptic stuff on. That's kind of fun to be kind of like behind the veil, I guess, and just like putting random stuff out there and seeing people be like, what is this and stuff. But yeah, just it's been fun all around.
Yeah, I'm not on TikTok myself, but from what I've heard and sort of seen, it seems to be quite a good way of promoting stuff. For whatever reason, you seem to get really good numbers on videos, don't you?
Yeah, I found for some weird reason, like if you can get your niche kind of in the algorithm, like it'll take off. Like I posted 3 videos within a week, and just tagged them like horror and horror book, and I got like 10,000 views within the week.
Wow, that's unbelievable numbers.
I know. I was like, dang, that's pretty good. So I was pretty excited about that. But yeah, it's definitely one of my friends recommended it to me as like a marketing tool, and it's definitely one of the best ones out there.
Yeah. Well, where are we able to find the book when it comes out?
All things going well, it'll be out tomorrow night. You can follow me on Twitter for updates if you like. It's at BigBake7533. If you follow me there, I'm posting updates pretty regularly on it. So hopefully it's out by tomorrow night. We've had kind of a couple of technical issues go on with Amazon, but I think we got them all resolved.
Why Big Bake 7533?
So in high school, that's what my friends called me, was Big Bake, because I'm
right.
And I was a little bit heavier back then, but and so that just kind of became like my nickname that stuck. So I just have it like that.
Yeah, it always goes back to high school with funny usernames, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, many thanks for coming on today. It's been great to chat to you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for having me. So it was a good time.